is what we call
hater shit.
There is no better term.
You know me. If you know me, you know me. If you know, you know. You know, so.
3 years ago at POTUS. Please help us.
President Biden keeps saying that there's a lot of jobs and that the job market is good. And all I'm saying is, let me get one then. Because I have 67 college credits. I've applied to at least 5 jobs a week since. Why can't I do a single leg glute bridge without getting a horrific, debilitating cramp in my hamstring on both legs? I could do a double leg glute, but it's like literally 5 seconds into a single leg glute bridge and I'm in tremendous pain. I'm gonna tag her. This is the 10-minute flexibility yoga that I'm doing.
Oh my gosh, stop. He's making the faces. He's like, I wonder if he's teething. If not, he's going to be teething soon. Look at that. Does she use a timer? He took the picture. Oh my gosh. Stop. July 19th, 2024. Look at those lips. My baby was kissing me all over my face today. So much love from Weston. Literally lifting my spirit. Viviana got accepted to her college program. Both of the big kids had interviews this week. I'm hanging on to hope. That is so sad that both your kids have interviews and you haven't had one in years. Okay, so she tags ABC 7 Chicago, NBC Chicago, WGN News, at Fox News, CNN. July 20th, 2024, Heather Gillespie.
Okay, so we have completed literally every requirement, and they just keep on coming up with more. So it's very interesting to see this from the inside. I've seen people or heard of people going through situations like this. Never have I actually firsthand experienced it. And if you had told me about it, about what I was going through, if it were anyone else, I probably would not believe it. You know, like this is one of those things where it's like, wait, there are constitutional rights that protect us from this. But then when you're actually living through it, it becomes evident that while there are constitutional rights that are supposed to protect us from this type of situation, there are a shortage of advocates who are willing to assist in actually, you know, advocating for and preventing the situation.
I hate I cannot stand your glasses. Please choose different sunglasses.
From taking place. My dollar store has Celsius and Buy. So we're out on the northwest side. We go to Maywood to visit Weston, but my big kids live in Portage Park and the O'Hare area.
Stop doxing your fucking kids, dude. Damn.
Home for me is this area. Portage Park. P.S. These chips are only $1.25, and they're delicious. We have a coordinated care meeting this morning for housing, and then I have a doctor's appointment after that.
Please shower before your appointment, please, por favor.
Saturday, July 21st, 2024, Heather Gillespie. Look, it's only 6% sodium, which is not bad at all. 2 grams of protein, only 140 calories, about 500 calories per bag. $1.25. You guys, this used to be a Sears.
I don't care.
Look at how beautiful. And they have put a Target and some, I don't know, residential lofts here. You've got a Jewel Osco right behind it. Dollar Tree and a Walgreens. A Marshall's.
And then on the other side, you've got a Ross and a senior citizen, beautiful senior citizen building.
Oh, so cool, so cool.
The Six Corners had a complete and total facelift. My favorite butter cookies for $1.25. Doing what you can to help someone else when they need assistance is, it just feels right. You know what I mean? It's like the circle of life. Like, I need help, they need help, let's like help. So we did that, and then we grabbed a plate at the brunch and went to Xavier's dad's house so that I could pick up some nail polish remover because my nails were starting to chip. Everything that I have for my son, other than all of the clothes he's outgrown and everything, are like in a like, I don't know what to call it. It's like it's not a closet, but it's like this little small area by where the exhaust of the car goes. So, like where the back end of the car pulls in, his dad like let us clear out that area and like put his stuff there. So it's not a place, that a human being could go into. It's a size. And I have everything wrapped up in plastic bags and boxes and garbage bags and like really packed away neatly so that I can sell it, so that I can go and get him his next size clothing. I'm still breastfeeding him on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and I'm really praying that we can come up with some sort of solution so that I can bring him breast milk from Monday and Tuesday, at least, 10 servings would be ideal. I've been bringing him breast milk this entire time, but when we were thrown out of the shelter for really no reason, they lost funding is what they claim. People got their apartments. Xavier and I are one of the only that didn't get our own apartment or townhome, even though we were promised that we would after 6 months. So we're trying to really keep our vibe up. You can imagine being like without a home for going on 5 years, separated from your children who you have custody over. It's mentally the most difficult thing I've ever done in my entire life. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. Kids need their parents, and that's never been more evident than right now. So I don't know, you guys, I'm sad about it, and I just wish that I could be in my own home with my kids right now rather than like out here. But it's a beautiful day, and I'm trying to pick up the vibe and enjoy it. We've been sleeping on the sidewalk since June 9th. In this country, it's not an acceptable reason to break up families. Issues of poverty, and issues of poverty include housing, food, and clothing. Those are all issues that are expected to be resolved in the eyes of the United States Constitution, and not reasons to separate a mom from her baby or her children. So I keep on, holding on to whatever hope is left that my human rights, constitutional rights, and civil rights will be, and that this situation will be corrected. Because what other choice do I have? I can't give up. But it's a really warm day. The sun is really hot. I'm going to do a couple of sand laps, like from volleyball post to volleyball post. And try to just stay as positive as I can. I know I sound kind of like low vibe right now, but promise you, my vibe is actually a lot lower than it sounds right now. I'm really doing my best to push myself.
Real low vibe.
I just want to cry. Like, I don't want to cry. I just feel like crying. Like, I miss my kids so bad. And everything that they're going through, like, they need me. And I feel so powerless and just, I don't know, it just sucks.
Should have been there.
But like I said, keeping up some things that I've been doing to keep up my vibe are, number one, keeping up my appearance. As a homeless person or someone who is without a house currently, it is humiliating to have an odor. It is humiliating to not have clean clothing. It is humiliating to look like bogus as a result of the homelessness, not being able to properly care for yourself. Those things are unacceptable in my book. And so I think that every single human being should have regular access to a house, their own home with their own shower and toilet and sleeping space and a place to prepare food. There are some people like the elderly, and people who are disabled who may benefit from hotel boutique style forever housing, and they can live there and have a cafeteria on the first floor and not have to prepare their own food as long as they have a room and a toilet. But I wouldn't qualify as one of those. I have 4 children who I need to cook for and provide a safe home for. And just a big family, so I keep praying that the solutions are going to kind of pop up. I keep on applying for jobs. I've not heard back from anyone. For anyone who knows, I have 10 years of experience in the healthcare field, working in both front and back end medical office, so clinical medical assisting, administrator work, executive calendar management, scheduling, calling patients with their test results, changes in dosing, diabetic education, nutrition, diabetic instruction, glucometer instruction, insulin instruction, insulin pump instruction, issues of the thyroid, thyroiditis, hypothyroidism, Graves' disease, what else? Adrenal insufficiencies, fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis, all sorts of autoimmune support. So I've done a lot with regards to healthcare and been a support person for many. A whole lot of people in my years. I've also been administrative support for a cardiology practice, as well as clinical support for sterile procedures, including laser vein ablations, spider veins, varicose veins, which are basically venous insufficiencies that need to be shut down by cauterization. And the way we would go about that was the doctor would scrub into a sterile procedure. We would surround the vein, isolate the vein with saline to prevent burning tissue that is not, in working order. So I've pretty much done it all when it comes to healthcare. I've also worked in hospitality, event planning, bartending, serving. I've cleaned businesses, commercial cleaning. I've cleaned boats with a power washer in between parties and, boatings. I have driven DoorDash as the Dasher of the Month. I have worked for bankers. I've worked in law firms. I've run my own businesses. I've worked in sales, renewable energy sales, sunglasses sales, beauty accessory sales, all self-owned direct-to-consumer sales endeavors. And I've been successful in all of those. So when I make these for the records, I really want everyone to know that I am being denied the opportunity to earn income, and I have been for quite some time now. I had a Cash App set up where I was receiving donations and doing fundraising for my situation, and that Cash App was hijacked by I don't know who, people who take pleasure in calling me names, and I don't know why, and so the Cash App was shut down. And that's upsetting to me because that was the way that I was paying my phone bill and buying my hygiene items and things of that nature. So we're just trying to keep the vibe high despite all of those letdowns. I have some other personal things going on despite what I've just described to you. I'm worried about my children. V-Law is an acronym for my kids: Viviana, Lewis, Alexis, Weston. Viviana is 17, Lewis is 16, Alexis is 10, and Weston is 5 months old. He'll be 6 months old in 2 weeks. I'm concerned about them. I'm concerned about myself. As you know, I'm sleeping on a sidewalk, and I'm being denied shelter, which is my human right. I've gone to 311. I went to 311 the duration of my pregnancy. I'm being denied, the most basic of human necessities by being forced to live outside on a sidewalk. I have to wake up in the morning and look for a restroom. I have to throw away my breast milk so that I can sustain my supply. Otherwise, I won't be able to feed my son, and I want him to be breastfed full time. I'm hoping and praying that if there's any sort of justice left in this country, my son will be returned to me, urgently, and I'll be able to exclusively breastfeed him in the next month or two. With that being said, I have to continue pumping even when he's not with me so that I can sustain my milk supply. So I have to, I wake up in the morning, I pump, I go looking for a restroom to brush my teeth, wash my pump, dump the milk, fix my hair, and, go potty. And it's just inhumane. I don't know what's going to happen, when I get my period in a few weeks. It's just going to make everything a lot more difficult. The last time this happened, I woke up, in these sets of circumstances, and I was bleeding so much. I had blood all over my pants, and I had to walk around for a good mile or two with blood to my knees of my pants, looking for clean pants, and money for pads and tampons. No one is supposed to live in the street, but most certainly not a woman. So this has been very difficult. Not a mother, but I'm holding on for dear life and grateful to be alive and praying for resolution soon. So that's my update. I hope you guys have a great day.
Two services this week because I can use all the prayers I can get. Did you seriously she put week 19 in a row. Weston turns 22 weeks old on, I guess, Thursday the 22nd. Like, why are you counting how many days you're going to church? That is not normal. And that's also a lie because you missed church. You did not go 19 Sundays in a row. That is a lie. 1:41 p.m. pumping while walking to the beach. I'm making the best of it, but I feel numb and heartbroken. Don't care. You don't need to see it. July 21st, 2024. Heather Gillespie, 1 Heather G. Another 12 days on the literal sidewalk. No addiction, no drug use, no alcohol use, no criminal record, 22 weeks postpartum. Today I went to church twice for the 20th service in a row. Volunteered to feed the hungry and now working out at the beach. All I want is my home and my children. Do they know that you're homeless too? Or are you too good to eat that type of food?
So there's absolutely nothing about this that I'm enjoying. I just want to, for the record, this is half of the...
Oh my gosh, you're so embarrassing. I don't even freaking know you and I'm embarrassed. Why there's always got to be like a mama and a kid around whenever you're in the dang bathroom? You don't have to stop doing this in front of people. It's like she does it. And then she talks so loud that she wants to be so obnoxious about it that there's no way someone can freaking ignore her. And they have to just, focus. Don't look her in the eye. Run.
So there's absolutely nothing about this that I'm enjoying. I just want to, for the record, this is half of the breast milk that you're forcing me to waste for my 22-week-old son. So all of this, that's half. So what's your real impact? Telling me to self-resolve. What's your real impact? For me, for my child, for my other children.
Oh, who are we trying to talk today, Heather? I will read what I see. Heather says, I have worked in commercial cleaning services for both offices, as well as boats utilizing a power washer to clean yachts after they were rented for parties, etc. Aw, she wanted to be on the yacht, but she was cleaning the yacht. I have worked in commercial cleaning services for both offices as well as boats utilizing a power washer to clean yachts after they were rented for parties, etc. I have worked in personal home health care and companionship for many clients and have 4 really great letters of recommendation. Companionship. Sorry. I would love to send you to look over if you're up for it. I'll send you an email with all of this following this text. Also, showers and housing are like literally urgent. I absolutely disdain sidewalk sleeping. It is the most humiliating experience. No one should ever have to be homeless in 2024. I'm sorry, she doesn't talk like that. No one should ever have to be homeless in 2024. We have the technology to drive a car without human inside of it, to deliver pizza without any human involvement. There must certainly be a way to house every single person in the world without using sidewalks or common spaces as sleeping stations. Whew, I am sorry for whoever she got a hold of and started texting. 9:03 p.m. Trying to stay focused on normal daily activities. Staying busy, checking on my children, applying for work, thinking of business ideas, writing. One Heather G., Heather Gillespie, July 22nd, 2024.
Today I was able to take a yoga class and get 3 pumps for Weston, 3 6-ounce breast milk pumps. So they are sterile. I put them in sterile bags, and now we are carrying a cooler. I'll show you guys. So I have them in ice, a bunch of ice, and I'll bring it to him on Wednesday. I get to breastfeed Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so he has that. I always want there to be milk in the freezer for him, even if he has to start supplementing with formula, because I'm not able to pump how I was when I was inside, obviously for obvious reasons. He could freeze this and always have it for like if there's any little cold that he gets or whatever. So I'm hanging in there as best as I can, trying to stay busy, trying to keep my mind focused on normal daily activities.